All right, everybody, we're out at Lagoon-Amusement Park in Farmington, Utah. I got Ty here with me. We are going to do some tips and tricks for you guys for Frightmares. So join us today on the XP project. All right, guys, we're back here in Pioneer Village. So we're just gonna give you guys some tips and tricks today, Frightmares. So we only have about 1 or 2 more videos to do until Frightmares fully kicks off. So that's what we're gonna do today. Join us.
All right, guys, so we are back here, like Adam said, in Pioneer Village. So this is actually one of my favorite areas of the park during the Frightmare season. So there's a couple things that are gonna come back here, and basically we're basing this off of last year because things can always change. But one of my favorite things about this is right down here on Main Street in Pioneer Village, they put like a little like, like a hay maze. It's not like a hard to solve maze, it's just for the little ones. And they have little characters in there and stuff that like hand out little prizes, and you know, they'll kind of talk and you know, say little different things in there. But that's always an instant classic, and my expectation is that that'll probably be popping up here pretty soon because they have to get that ready. Like I said, we're less than a month away from this all starting, so that'll be right down the middle. So one thing just to note about that is it does clog up the whole Main Street of Pioneer Village, so just keep that in mind, and then we'll go over to the other side and talk about what's over on the other side.
All right, guys, we're back here where the church is in Pioneer Village. So right here behind me in the grass area, so during Frightmares, they have like a podium and like a casket, and it tells like Halloween stories. So check that out. There will be information when you enter the gate, information for times and when that takes place.
Okay, guys, and this is kind of why we've mentioned like how great Pioneer Village is during the Frightmare season. So right back behind me here, we got a shot up there on the screen, right next to the church. This is where they put the Spookaboo in. So this is a kid-friendly haunted house, and I just say that kind of loosely because it's not scary at all. Really, any age can go in there. So they go in there, they get a little bag, and there's different like characters. Like there's like one that's like dressed up like Indiana Jones, and one that's like dressed up like a pharaoh, and things like that. And they'll probably have different ones every year, you know. And then they'll hand out little candy and stuff. This is a great thing for the little ones because when they're, you know, older grown-up stuff or going through the haunted houses, kind of gives them something that they feel like they can be a part of it too.
All right, guys, the elephant in the room. Here we are. So we're back here southeast of Primordial. So as we're walking back here, we've seen some more improvement. So just to let you guys know, this is only gonna be one haunted house. It is gonna be Frightening Frisco. They are just moving it from over where the pavilion is over by Rattlesnake Rapids. So they are just moving that, so it will just be one. All right, and still while we're over here, just wanted to let you guys know, this one does get quite busy when Frightmares kicks off, so make sure that you guys hit this one first when you get here, because it does draw the crowds. So also, this one is also the scariest one. So we're not sure on the spider rink on this one quite yet, but in the past, this one has been the scariest one. So we are gonna get into the spider rankings here in a little bit.
Okay, guys, so right back here at the east side of the Midway Street where the haunted houses are, there's a little building here. We're putting that up on the screen. So this is where you're gonna buy your time warp pass, which is basically like a fast pass line for the haunted houses. Now, we can't show it yet because it's not open yet, but I do have videos on the XP Project channel as well. You can go over there, check those out. So basically what they do is they give you a wristband. It's got a certain amount of clips, and I think it had 7 on it last year, I wanna say. And basically what you do is you go into the haunted house, you basically go through a different door. It's like the time warp door, and they'll pull you in faster. So if there's like a long line, like it's basically a fast pass system. I absolutely love this fast pass system. What I would say is if you have a season pass and you're out here all the time, probably not worth the money to do it. But if you're only coming in for like one day or from out of town, this will save you so much time because juggling between the haunted houses and the rides in just one day here can be really challenging. So I would suggest doing that. Now, I don't know the price of it yet because those probably change every year, but check that out. And then the one other thing back here that I really wanted to mention is at this little booth here, they have like glow stick necklace things, and they're usually only $1. Hopefully they haven't upped the price on those. But if you put those on your little ones, the people like walking around will look at those and not scare them. So, and I really appreciate the Lagoon only charges like $1 for those, because they could charge a lot more. And it's just something nice for the kids so they don't get scared so bad.
All right, let's talk spider ratings. So they go up to a 4 spider. So obviously if it's a 4 spider, it's the scariest. If it's a 1 spider, it's less scary. So Funhouse of Fear is the less scariest one for you guys, if you guys didn't know that. And then Frightening Frisco is the most scary one. And also guys, this is just our opinion. So drop a comment below. Let us know which one you think is the scariest. I'm getting pretty good at it now.
All right, guys, so I wanted to talk about one thing also. So there is speculation that there was going to be like a new haunted house out here, which would actually be a 6th one, because there's 5 haunted houses out here right now. So let's go through the 5 here. So you've got, right here on Midway, you've got Funhouse of Fear and Nightmare Midway. Then you've got the Frightening Frisco that's now up here by Midway. You've got Malevolent Mansion that is right basically east of the Bat. And then just a little ways down there, you've got the Nightwalk. So that's the 5 that was here before. Then there is the Seance building. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But there was some speculation that there might be another haunted house because of that room back there by the Frightening Frisco. I don't think that's the case. I don't think there's a new haunted house here. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but I don't see any indication of any new haunted houses this year.
All right, we're over here at our favorite fountain. So as you guys all know, when Frightmares officially kicks off, this does go to the stage for Hack and Slash. So you guys have about 2-ish weeks before this probably goes down. So come and check it out before it's down.
All right, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're gonna see one thing for Frightmares, Hack and Slash. Make sure it's the Hack and Slash. They usually do 2 shows a night, but Lagoon's been doing this show for a long time, and it's basically like guys with like masks and like crazy hair and stuff, and they're wearing kind of like what's the like bodysuit, like, you know, like workman's like bodysuits or whatever, and they have like chainsaws and they just do like a routine.
They do dances.
Yeah, dances and routines, and it's so good. If you don't miss one thing, make sure it's the Hack and Slash show.
All right, we're over here at the Seance building. So this is one of the buildings I've always wanted to go through during Frightmares. So maybe this year I'll be able to do that. But I'm gonna turn it over to Ty. He's got a little more info for you.
All right, so the Seance building, this is one thing I really like about this park. So this is just a little building over here, and this building's here all year long. So it's kind of funny. A lot of people are like, what is this? Because, you know, during the summer months, it's just nothing. But during Frightmares, they do turn it into the Seance building, and it's a show. Now, this is a paid show. So this is really, as of this year, you know, as of up to this year, this is the only thing that's been a paid attraction during Frightmares. So you go in there, you set a time just like you would with any of the other paid rides here, and it's like a seance, like summon spirits show. Very well done. Everyone works really hard on this one. Come check this out. But like I said, the show times do fill up, so make sure that you do come in early and get a spot just like you would with Catapult or the Sky Coaster, and make sure you get a good spot in there because they do fill up. But it's a great show. They work hard on this one every year.
All right, guys, we're east of the Seance. So just over here in this grass pavilion area. When Frightmares starts, they do have like ghosts, they have scarecrows. Also, if you guys want to see amazing scarecrows, Lagoon puts on the best scarecrows. Like, they are literally the best. So come check that out. They are all around the park. You can see them anywhere. All right, guys, just wanted to mention, as we do in every video, we just want to say thank you to all the staff that works out here. You guys do great. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, we would not have Lagoon. So we really appreciate it. All right, we're over here at Fascination. So it's right when you come in the entrance and to the left. So at Halloween, they do have a bunch of Frightmares, like hoodies, shirts, stuff like that, pins. So this is the best shop for that. Check it out. All right, I'm over here at the entrance. So as soon as you walk through, you scan your pass, all that good stuff. So there's gonna be like this side thing right here, and I am east of the Coca-Cola Plaza. So right here when Frightmare starts, that is where the best decorations are in the park. So they've got like the best scarecrows, they've got grave sites, they've got all kinds of stuff that when you come in, you can just see that. So you can't miss it, check it out.
All right, guys, and this is something that's not necessarily a tip or trick, just gotta say it. Frightmares, the busiest time of the year, no question, no debate. So just make sure that you're getting here early, doing haunted houses early. It's just going to be busy. Like if you want to do Nutcracker if it's back up, or Wicked or Cannibal, there's going to be long lines. The little kiosk, and on our last State of Lagoon video over on the XP Project channel, we talked about the little like kiosk sign that's at the front of the park before you even come in. They're gonna update that here probably in the next like 2-3 weeks to Frightmares. So it's gonna have all the information, like the times of the hack and slash shows, the shows that are gonna be shown at the little theater. It's gonna have like the hours of the park and everything like that. Make sure you just maybe take a little snippet of that, screenshot, something like that. Check that out before you come into the park. It'll save you a lot of hassle. All right, guys, one other thing I wanted to mention. So every Halloween time, they usually do something food related at the Midway Munchies here. So just keep an eye on the Facebook page. They'll usually give a heads up on that. Last year, they did these like cool glass skull mugs. Like they were like clear glass skull mugs. Awesome. They were really cool, and they had like shakes and stuff in them. So they'll usually do something like that. Keep an eye out, but also candy apples, carameled apples. Can't go wrong during the Halloween time.
All right, so over here at the theater across from Roller Coaster, so where they do the shows at. So right now you've got Smoke and Mirrors, and you've also got Emerald Underground. So these shows are going to end here in about 2 weeks. So get out here while you can and watch those, check those out. Also, coming for Frightmares, there is a couple shows here as well for Frightmares. So we don't know exactly what shows those are yet, but they usually have like a banner across the wall, but it's not there yet. So keep your eye open for that, and they do have shows for that. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for this day. It's Monday, we're at Lagoon in Farmington, Utah. So hopefully you guys learned a trick or two. We just did tips and tricks for you guys. So if you guys have any other tips and tricks, comment below and let us know. Thanks for joining us today on the XP Project.